we replace the fleets. So in the past, I had understood that because with creating this culture of sustainability, departments come to me and say, hey, we're doing this. We don't want to throw this in the landfill, but we also can't just give it away to the Netherland clothing closet, because then if somebody gets hurt, then we can't be liable for it, and what do we do? And so I started doing research and realized that there was no gear lending library on the Front Range. There was one in Leadville, and then DU had a lending library for students. And so we have two community partners, Ski Noir 5280 and BIPOC Mountain Collective, so it's Black Indigenous people of color, and they come up and ski, and we provide ski days for them twice a year, and on MLK weekend, and then another time in March, where we provide lessons tickets, and we had been providing gear. Well, what we did is we reached out and said, hey guys, if we gave you 500 setups for snowboards and another 700 setups for skis, poles, and boots and bindings as a donation, would you be interested in having it as a lending library and share with other nonprofits on the Front Range? And they were like, yes we will. And so that was in 2021, and it was really cool. Employees, we all loaded it into a huge U-Haul box truck, and then went down. They had rented a storage unit, and then they had all their volunteers meet us, and we kind of had like this chain of people unloading. Now they rent an old elementary school down in Denver, and they have like a snowboard room, like a tech room, and then they have, because now it's expanded where we continue to host them for ski days, where we just only have to provide lessons and tickets, but every 2 weeks we donate our lost and found to those guys. And so they actually have like racks. It's like going into a store where they have, ski jackets or pants or gloves or just baskets of goggles and hats and helmets. And so it's this continuous relationship with those guys, which is really great. But last year we also provided ski days for Out Boulder County. The Native American Rights Fund, Women's Wilderness, and then we also host a number of schools for ski days, Netherland Elementary, Chinook through Teens Inc., which is an alternative school for kids at risk, that's local, Gold Hill Elementary. So Special Olympics of Colorado, we host their regional games every year on a Monday in January, which we do. And then also our partnership with Ignite Adaptive Sports, which was started by Eldora ski instructors in 1976 who went to CU and wanted to be able to provide a ski experience for CU students that had intellectual and or physical disabilities. So, and we just recently finished our Caribou ski and ride school Ignite Adaptive Sports building down on our lower mountain.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've got 3 more questions for you.
Sure.
First, these last 2 are pretty similar. So, I want to sort of know about your leadership style and how you approach managing a team to tackle sustainability efforts.
Yeah.
And then also what motivates you to sort of get up every day, show up, and do.
Yeah. I'll start with the second one.
Mm-hmm.
What motivates me every day is that I have a really awesome team and that we move things forward every day. And I feel like, I know it feels really doomy and gloomy with climate change, but I actually feel like with our little Eldora ecosystem that we can, the goal is to create this circular economy, right? And I feel like we can do that. It's just a matter of time and patience and every day trying to take baby steps to move towards those goals, So I think it's really exciting. And my leadership style, I'm kind of in this interesting space where there's this hierarchical network with powder
Mhm.
and with the organization chart of Eldora. And then there's this like adaptive network, right, that you're working with the department heads, and you have to be agile and flexible. And so I think just being able to navigate that and be open-minded and create, I really want to create this, this space of psychological safety where I'm approachable, and I really try to work with our team to do the same, so people see us as a resource and we're not scolding people or judging people. Like we do waste diversion trainings, and if somebody puts it in the wrong thing, they'll still get a prize because they tried, and it opens up that dialogue of, you know, well, why can't I, you know, put a greasy pizza box in the recycle, you know? So it's just really creating that relationship, and I think that's really important, because the safer people feel, the more of a chance they're going to come to you and say, hey, I have a great idea, or I have an idea, it could be done, what do you think?
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, oh, you know, we kind of started something like that, and these were our challenges, but if you want to troubleshoot and revisit it, then let's do it, you know. And on our team, we have people that have different interests, like Brad, our supervisor, he's really into sustainable agriculture. So he's working with our food and bev team to call out all of our local ingredients and create some signage and marketing around our local ingredients, and to promote like indigenous, we're working with Takabe to buy ingredients that have been from indigenous farmers in Colorado. And so, you know, you're asking about our marketing. We're not great about our marketing.
Yeah.
Like, we're kind of like nose to the grindstone, so we really don't celebrate our wins as much as we should. And so we're really trying to, this year, put things on the monitors that talk about, you know, the goals that we've met and the things that we're doing, because we're so busy like trying to do them, we're really not great about sharing what we're doing.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I heard recently from one of my classmates, like the opposite of greenwashing, they call it green hushing.
Oh.
Sort of like not talking about your sustainability initiatives in order to not seem like you're greenwashing. I wondered if that was like a part of why, or just, I definitely understand that we're so focused on the work that we're
I mean, I think personally, I mean, we've been 100% renewable since June.
Yeah.
And the reason we haven't made the announcement is because I was working with our Excel energy person on the invoices, trying to understand how wind and power and our solar from local, like our local arrays, and then how our community solar, and then how our wind is, I couldn't figure it out on our invoices, and I didn't want to make an announcement until I was sure that it was really happening, you know? And so, yeah, I think you definitely double and triple check. I do.
Yeah.
I do. And the other thing is, marketing's not a priority for me. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, we have great, I mean, we have good visitation. We're busy on the weekends, and I do know that people make choices of what businesses they choose based on their sustainability initiatives, and I appreciate that, because we all, you know, have common goals, and we do it at our homes, and we want the places that we give our money to do it, and I think that's great. But if I've only got so much time in the day, and it's, you know, creating a sign, or if it's actually working with a department manager to try to source, you know, something that they need from a woman-owned business, that's where I'm going to put my focus. But I need to work on it. Yes, I know. But yeah.
I think that's admirable, though. Like, that's cool to see.
I mean, maybe at some point we'll add to our team, and we have somebody that just does marketing and works with our marketing department to just do that.
Yeah.
You know, that would be great. I have an 11:30 that I'm 2 minutes late for.
Okay.
Which I need to call into. I could like come find you. It's only supposed to be half an hour.
It's totally fine, honestly. I know I have more than enough here to use.
Okay.
So I'm great. My last question was just like, Any pieces of advice for myself, for it's like someone who'd like to work, basically have a position like yours?
So many pieces of advice.